Kathleen Kennedy, not exactly known for being likable, not exactly known for being truthful, known for chaos at Lucasfilm, the destruction of an incredible IP in Star Wars that is now Disney Star Wars and will forever be Disney Star Wars. She got people's attention the other day in this IGN interview where she made a bunch of claims. One, that they don't really shelve a whole lot of projects. It's not really chaotic over at Lucasfilm. And she said something that had people really interested, talking about Kevin Feige. We reacted to this yesterday, but we need to hear it again from the horse's mouth that the Kevin Feige project, it was never really a thing. It was never announced by Lucasfilm. That was just talked about by people in the mainstream media. Listen to this, Jeremy.
It's just, is it ready?
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about kind of projects like Rogue Squadron and Kevin Feige's project. So could those still see the light of day?
Kevin Feige's project was something announced in press or I suppose fandom, but there was nothing ever got developed.
Right.
We never discussed an idea. We did, as everybody knows, Kevin's a huge Star Wars fan. And, if he did come up with something, I would be all ears, but that's never really happened. So.
It was
really,
never
Kathleen.
really
Kathleen. Interesting.
Now,
you say that.
It did get reported in, the Hollywood Reporter and things like that. So that would be the media. This back in September. Now, interestingly enough, there are also articles, Marvel Studios mastermind Kevin Feige developing a Star Wars movie. Comments by Alan Horn, who at the time was CCO for Disney Studios. With the close of the Skywalker saga, Kathy is pursuing a new era in Star Wars, and knowing what a diehard fan Kevin is, it made sense for these two extraordinary producers to work on a Star Wars film together. That's coming from Disney. I mean,
that is Alan Horn, a major player at the time. This ain't just some random PR guy. This is Alan Horn saying it.
Now, what if I were to tell you, Jeremy, that not only did someone from Disney and Alan Horn make a comment about it, not only were all these articles about it, but what if I told you that despite Kathleen Kennedy saying it was something that happened in the press, it was never something that really went down at Lucasfilm, that on Star Wars' own YouTube channel, the Star Wars show was reporting about this? You can't make this shit up. Kevin Feige. I mean, this is just the intro, right? And they're getting into the topics, but listen to what they say.
Kenobi.
Hello there.
Kevin Feige, diehard Star Wars fan, owner of multiple Hasbro Jabba's sail barges, and president of Marvel Studios, will now be able to add Star Wars producer to his list of achievements.
That's right. With the close of the Skywalker saga, Kevin Feige is set to co-produce an upcoming Star Wars movie with Kathleen Kennedy in a new era of Star Wars storytelling. Star Wars has been inspiring young engineers.
Just reported by the media, guys. That was just drummed up in the media. It wasn't actually happening. It's not like Alan Horn confirmed it. It's not like we literally confirmed it on our own show. But would you expect a woman who had no idea what was going on and 90% of the time on Solo until she decided to cancel the movie when it was almost done to know what's going on in her own company? Because I wouldn't. Continue, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, how much more BTFO'd can you be? This is Star Wars YouTube channel, your own YouTube channel, the Star Wars show. Yet, oh no, that was never really an official thing. That was reported by the media. Just an absolute fucking liar. Now, This doesn't mean it was super far into it. Maybe they just, started talking, whatever. But you can't pretend that this is a fake story. You can't pretend this didn't happen. Your own people are talking about it on the Star Wars YouTube channel 3 years ago. Kathleen Kennedy, once again, just showing why she is a miserable leader and why Disney Star Wars is in the current state that it is.
She is the absolute worst. I've been saying this for a long time. And she, again, she's never leaving until she's ready to leave, which should tell you everything you need to know about Disney and Lucasfilm and how they feel about you, the fan, because they hate you. She hates you. They hate you. They hate Star Wars. They hate George Lucas's creation. And she's not going anywhere. So give up on it. Walk away from it. I mean, again, unless you're enjoying it, which is your prerogative, she is the worst leader we have ever seen in entertainment. She's terrible. Also, during that interview, she was talking about all the people that they wanted to hire for Lucasfilm and do Star Wars movies. She's like, they're busy. Imagine being in a position where people are just too busy to do Star Wars. That was every person's dream, is to work on a Star Wars movie. Every person's dream was to have the honor to work on a Star Wars movie, to be involved in a Star Wars property, except for Harrison Ford. Every single person wanted to be involved in that. And now you've made it to the point where people would rather just take a random Netflix movie over directing a Star Wars film. That just shows you how badly it has been damaged. It's objectively dead. There's nothing that resembles Star Wars in any way, shape, or form right now. And Kathleen Kennedy continues to prove how bad she is at her job every single day. And now she's being exposed as a point-blank liar. And that can't be disputed either.
Yeah, that's just embarrassing. That's just straight up embarrassing for her to try to make these claims, to get so defensive about all the chaos at Lucasfilm, and to have all the receipts so readily available for everyone. Kathleen Kennedy, another failure to add to the list.
Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know who's watching it anymore. I really don't. I mean, I know that there are people that watch it, and there's always going to be somebody that watches it. The hardcore fan base, I feel, has just been lost completely. And again, outside of something catastrophic, I don't think the fan base comes back. I don't think there's a scenario where you can bring them back and get them back. I just don't see it, especially with this most recent announcement that Rey is coming back.
You can't deny that there are still people. There are still people that are fans of this stuff. There's still people that are watching The Mandalorian, despite it being down about 20 to 25% from the previous season's ratings. You know, it's still hovering around there as, you know, the 6th most streamed thing, you know, each week. I don't think that's what Disney wanted. I think they wanted something topping the charts with their flagship show, just like they had by the end of season 2, but that's definitely not the case anymore. And I think people are increasingly getting tired of even this thing that they thought was so good. I don't think the Rey movie is going to be a big hit for them somehow.